everybody, welcome to another exciting installment of 5 Questions with Wrestling Rampage. The three amigos are back in this biatch.
In this biatch.
Way to go, Scoot.
It's 5 questions with WR. That's when we answer your guys' questions. You guys send in questions as normal.
Yep.
Also, if you want to ask a question, Tommy, how do they ask a question that hasn't been asked before?
If you want to know how to ask a question, you got to put it in the comment section down below.
Yep. Because it gets lost in the shuffle any other way.
Yeah, because then your question will never be answered.
That's right. Let's go ahead and get started.
Ready?
Ready there, Scooter. Go.
Let's go ahead and go with the first question. Asked by Joe Lawn.
Joe Lawn.
Oh, we ain't mowing the yard.
Not during this goddamn time.
Now we got a lot of rain. But anyway, Joe Lawn's question is, do you think jobbers belong in the Hall of Fame? If so, who?
So, jobbers in the Hall of Fame. Well, they could put fucking celebrities in. I guess jobbers could be in too.
And that's the one thing that's more infuriating than a lot of other things. At least these jobbers or enhancement talents have actually wrestled.
You know, I have a gripe with fucking celebrities getting in there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically there are a few jobbers in the Hall of Fame, but there's not a lot.
Yeah.
Like I know they put Shaska Watley in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Now, granted, he's in the Legacy Award category, but he's still in there.
Yeah.
And most of the time, Shaska Watley was a
Jobber.
Yeah.
Pistol Pez was mostly a jobber.
Yep.
But here's something people don't understand about. You know, you say jobber, and most people don't know nothing about rap.
Or Johnny Rods, for example.
Yeah.
He was a jobber during the 70s and everything. So I mean.
A jobber is a guy that enhances talent. In case you guys don't know, if you Contra people don't know, it's called a jobber is a guy that enhances talent. They's what gets the big superstars over, which you should know. I mean, there's a lot of jobbers that I call in that organization of Chaka Khan, but he acts like they're superstars when they're not. But anyway, that if you really want to know that's what it is. It's enhanced talent that they get the big stars over, and the big stars appreciates everything that they do.
Yeah.
Get right, Scooter.
Okay, Tommy, do you think jobbers belong in the Hall of Fame?
Well, like I said, if fucking celebrities can.
Especially people like Donald Trump,
Kid Rock,
Drew Carey.
Yeah, what the fuck is Kid Rock doing? All the thing I seen that motherfucker do was fucking sing on an episode of Raw, and then fucking sing at WrestleMania. And no one heard the song. Remember, he was short and stamp on that WrestleMania.
Oh
yeah. And Drew Carey, he goes in his fucking tracksuit and just fucking
hops over the rope.
Hops over the fucking top rope, and he gets a Hall of Fame induction. That's his highlight.
Yeah.
William Shatner goes in and does a monkey flip to Lawler. That gets him in there?
Yeah.
Fuck that. You know? But how about you put fucking Steve Lombardi in there, the Brooklyn Brawler?
Okay.
Yeah.
Since we're going to go into it, who are some jobbers or enhancement talent that you would like to see in the Hall of Fame?
Brooklyn Brawler.
Brawler.
Brooklyn Brawler.
Steve Lombardi, Abe Knuckleball Schwartz.
That's right, Brooklyn Brawler.
Doink on occasions.
Yeah. Fucking Brooklyn Brawler's one.
Mm-hmm. Pops?
George South.
The guy who never takes off his jacket.
Never takes off his jacket because he's already he's on his way to the ring. Never does take it off.
That's right.
And Barry Horowitz. Here's a guy. You know that.
He did get a big pay-per-view win.
Yeah. Here's the guys, you know.
Taking on Chris Dandito, as some bearded fuck said.
Because
Dandito.
Here's the thing.
What an idiot.
Some people don't realize. Do you want to know why some of these guys pick these guys? Because they know how to treat them. They know they're not. They know they're not going to fuck them up and get hurt. It's just George South. He wrestled everybody. You don't know why people liked him? It's because they knew when they went in the ring with it that they weren't going to get hurt. It wasn't going to be some motherfucker they didn't know going to hurt them. Yeah. Barry Horowitz. He wrestled top talent to get them over. Same way with George South. But the people that he got in the ring with knew, hey, I'm going in the ring with this guy. He knows he knows his craft, and I'm not going to get hurt. Now that right there is for a jobber. If they go in there and they know their job, you want to know why? Because they've been wrestling more longer than the stars have.
In some cases, yes.
Yes.
Definitely them enhancement talents definitely deserve at least
there's
somewhat of an induction.
There is a lot more, that should be there.
Iron Mike Shark.
Yeah, Iron Mike Shark. Another enhancing talent.
Didn't he go in the Legacy Award?
Not that I know of.
Not sure about that one, but he was honored somewhere in something. I forgot. But anyway, when you think of some of the more experienced or better jobbers of a generation, those definitely those four come to mind.
Yeah.
SD Jones.
SD Jones. I think he went in.
Special delivery.
I hope so.
I think he went in with one of the Legacy Award things.
Yeah, I'm just throwing out jobbers that deserve it.
Yep. Yep. You're right.
Deserve it for fucking better than goddamn celebrities do.
Yep.
The Mulkeys.
Yep.
You put in the Mulkeys.
Yep. And like we just said, and you agreed. There's some of them jobbers, as you call them, has been wrestling more than the superstars that they got over.
And see, they're the ones that like, for instance, Lex Luger was very green in his time in Jim Crockett Promotions. Mm-hmm. Him working with people like George South and everything would help him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Help him on his timing and on his execution of moves. Sometimes. Yeah.
That's what George South, said. I was in the ring with Lex Luger. Lex Luger's big, bulky. I worked with him so many times, that I understood. I understood how he wanted to wrestle. Well, and being an enhancing talent, they don't call themselves jobbers. Just to let you know, they call themselves enhancing talent. Being that right there way, I knew I had to wrestle a different way with Luger than I would with anybody else. See, that's what I did. And George South explained. That's what I do. Anybody I wrestle, first time I wrestle, I know how they wrestle, and then when I have to wrestle them again, I know what I have to do.
Who was it? Was it Barry Horowitz that said that he's not a jobber? He's a carpenter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And builds the house.
And basically,
he doesn't draw the house, but he builds the house.
Yeah. Basically, that's what they do because to build a house, they have to get that talent over that's going to make them money. You see, it goes down.
Money trickles down.
Yeah, the money trickles down. You think the jobbers, as we call them, they get money too because if you take care of the stars, they're the ones that's going to make them money when they get to the top, and the money's going to give them money too. That's how come. That's how come anybody that hurts a star, a new jobber that's out there, the other jobbers, the rookie jobbers are going to whoop their ass because you just cost us money. You don't realize that, but that's what happens.
Let's go with the next question asked by Austin Williams. Thoughts on the monster Abyss in TNA?
Abyss. TNA. I enjoyed Abyss in TNA from the debut of TNA in 2004. Because that's when it was on. Actually, it was 2003. It was on Fox Sportsnet.
Kicking the light down, old man?
Ah, damn light's in the way.
God damn. Watch what you're doing.
You watch what you're doing, Scooter, and keep going.
Fuck, I ain't hitting nothing.
You're hitting the table.
Oh, man. No man's kicking our light fixture down here. But, yeah, Abyss.
Yeah, Like, I enjoyed Abyss in TNA, like, when...
Doing the pay-per-view concepts and,
like...
from 2000... I think he started around 2003 for TNA. I don't think he was there for 2002.
And, well, he was there for a brief stint in 2002. He was in that Battle Royal.
Yeah, well.
But he wasn't Abyss. He was just someone else.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name.
Justice, I think, was his name?
I think it was.
Yeah.
And, but him as Abyss, I enjoyed Abyss. Like, he was a different.
Yeah.
He was
big
different.
guy.
He was a big guy and had good matches. You know, he had good matches with Sabu, Jeff Hardy, Raven. He had good matches with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
AJ Styles, he could work any type of style.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he didn't, not just hardcore. He can do just straight wrestling. Or,
you know, eventually...
But his claim to fame was hardcore.
Yeah, eventually his, you know, his
had good matches with Sting, you know. He had good matches with anybody. Samoa Joe, he had good matches with everybody.
The Wild Slap Nut appeals.
Yeah, even Jeff Jarrett, he had good matches with anybody.
Big shout out to Marky D, by the way.
Yeah, Marky D, great fucking channel. Go check it out.
Yeah.
Marky D 123.
Yeah, I'll actually put a link down to his channel.
Great fucking channel.
If you guys want to see him review like matches for TNA of certain people, also he does a few WWE ones as well. Go check out Marky D's channel. Very underrated channel, by the way.
But like
you can make the hawk squawk.
Yep. And I enjoyed Abyss and TNA. The only time I did not like Abyss was when they did the fucking Hall of Fame ring thing.
Hogan?
Yes.
It was Hogan.
When he was
Hogan ruins a lot of stuff.
He sure did, didn't he? He ruined Abyss for me.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Abyss wearing the fucking yellow, had A, black, red, and yellow on it. It's like, what the fuck is this? And Abyss out trying to cut Hogan promos and
doing like, the hand to the ear.
Yeah, doing the hand to the ear. I'm surprised he didn't Hulk up while he was at it. Fuck, I was like, fuck this Abyss. I hate this Abyss. But then, I even hated when he was just Joseph Park, too.
Yeah. I think he's still producing for WWE. I'm not for sure about that. But I do know that he was hired as a backstage producer for WWE. We do know that Abyss is for what it's worth, a TNA Hall of Famer for what that's worth. But because I seen the speech from Abyss at the Hall of Fame ceremony. It looked like it was in some basement somewhere. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, it did. I'm not sure if you guys seen that video or not. It looked like they were filming in some kind of little basement or some shit. I was like, what the fuck is this? But anyway, if you guys don't know, check it out. Just like type in TNA Abyss Hall of Fame. It might bring it up. I seen it. I was like, what? Are they filming in some kind of basement or something? But Pops, the Monster Abyss.
I always did like Abyss. The only time I agree with Tommy, the only time I didn't like him is because he rolled in with Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
You like
also the presentation with
what?
With James Mitchell.
Yeah, I enjoyed him with James Mitchell too.
Because you know, Abyss wasn't the greatest on the mic in his early time with TNA.
Did you like him with Father James Mitchell?
Nah, he's all right.
Nah, he's all right.
I got a question. You're a big Abyss fan.
You are.
Right?
Don't sit there and say that you ain't.
Tell what you are.
You like him.
Yes, were you a big Abyss fan?
I thought he was a fucking talent.
Well, what was your favorite Abyss match?
I can't remember.
Can't remember?
No.
A lot coming to mind?
A lot of them come to mind, but I can't remember.
And he did a lot of the hardcore stuff, and just seeing him, I remember the match with Monty Brown.
Looking at it, Scooter.
I remember the match that we did with Monty Brown.
That was a good match too.
Great match, but him going through those thumbtacks and the thumbtacks in the back of his fucking head and everything, I was like, ugh. And just seeing his fucking arm cut from, fucking
I would have did that shit.
Barbed wire and everything. I was like, what the fuck?
I would have did that shit. I said, fuck no, I ain't doing that.
Especially for what TNA would be paying you.
You wouldn't get no money out of this.
Same thing with his matches with Sabu.
Yeah. I'm just like,
I wouldn't be doing that even if I was Sabu either.
Is this bald Sabu?
No, this was hair.
Oh, okay.
This was 03 or 04.
Okay. So we got the hair.
Yeah, this wasn't 07, 08 Sabu where he's bald. That was the worst portrayal of Sabu.
Oh yeah.
Remember when we always play and one of them had the bald-headed Sabu?
Yeah.
You could switch Sabus. You could have the hair Sabu with the bald. Remember we always tell Pascal to choose Sabu? Tell him to choose the bald one, and he never did.
Yeah, you go. Choose the bald Sabu. I choose the bald Sabu.
Because the Sabu with hair is the one I like.
That's right.
You need bald head.
Get the bald head. Get that bald headed one in here, man. But definitely a very agile for his size.
Yes.
For a guy that size. So we're big fans of Abyss.
Yeah, I love Abyss. Just didn't like him as Hogan.
Let's go ahead and go with the next question asked by Michael Network.
Michael Network.
Actually, the next 3 questions are asked by Michael.
Oh, next 3 questions are asked by Michael Network.
You like Michael Network?
Yeah, Michael Network's a good guy.
Thoughts on the Muhammad Hassan controversy?
Well, Michael Network, let me tell you about Muhammad Hassan. He was a bitch.
I don't think technically we could all just put it on what was his name in OVW?
Mark Magnus.
Mark Magnus.
Well, see, here's why. All right, as Muhammad Hassan, he was getting over.
Yeah.
And come on, he was when he came in as Hassan, like come on, he was having segments with Austin.
And also we gotta classify, the 2001, 9/11 bombing, the train, the World Trade Center towers and stuff going down. People weren't very kind to Arabs around that time, and he came out as a
Arab American.
Even though he wasn't.
And with Daivari.
With Daivari, who actually is.
Yeah. But he came in. Come on, he was fucking. He feuded with Lawler at one time. He feuded with fucking. I remember him and Austin had a segment together.
Was that WrestleMania?
No, it wasn't WrestleMania.
What was it?
It was on one episode of Raw.
I'm thinking about the Hogan segment.
Hogan in WrestleMania 21,
that's what
where he fucking was beating up on Eugene, and here comes Hogan to save the day.
And then we see the big America flag in the background.
And then he had matches with Hogan and Michaels.
Hogan and Michaels.
And then he beat people like Benoit, Jericho. Mm-hmm. He beat some established people.
Did he beat Batista?
He beat Big Show too.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was beating some pretty good names here.
Oh yeah, and by 2005,
he got drafted to SmackDown.
He got drafted to SmackDown.
And come on, he was in that fucking championship match.
Yeah.
Before they drafted Batista. Before they had Batista.
Yeah.
And he was in that. And then he had a feud with The Undertaker.
Which is probably
a big step up.
Definitely a big step up for you, especially if you're going to SmackDown.
Yeah. And he was having a feud with The Undertaker, and I guess The Undertaker took on Daivari at that time, and then here comes Muhammad Hassan with his minions. They were fucking people with a fucking mask.
They were masked intruders.
And
Hassan they were choking The Undertaker with piano wire.
Yeah, and then while the London bombings are happening, they're like, UPN's like, well, you can't show this shit.
Because, it was an act of terrorism.
So they're like, either dump Muhammad Hassan's fucking character,
or we're going to dump your show.
Or we're going to dump your show off UPN. Well, you know what was going to happen. Hassan's getting dumped. His last match was against The Undertaker at Great American Bash 05. And it was a number one contenders match. And actually, he was supposed to win that match.
And it was a pretty decent match for what it was.
Yeah, and the bad part, he was supposed to win that match.
And Tommy, what was the final sight we've seen of Muhammad Hassan on WWE television?
Him getting a last ride through the stage at Great American Bash 05.
Yeah. And then it took him forever to get down there, so he has to get on top of the little thing.
Yep.
And the blood.
Yep. And the bad part, he was supposed to beat The Undertaker at that show.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
And he was supposed to faced Batista for the world title and beat him in, I think it was Washington, D.C.
Washington, D.C., that's what they were...
That's what they were planning on doing.
Yeah, that was the whole rumor thing.
But the network people fucking put a big kibosh on it, so...
And also, he wasn't very liked as a...
Yeah, he wasn't very liked. He was fucking a nuisance backstage.
And also, you also got to realize this,
He was young.
He was young. He was green for what he was. I mean, he was a decent performer.
He was. In OVW, he was good.
Yeah, we actually watched. He was Mark Magnus in OVW.
Yeah,
we got to see him multiple times.
He was OVW champion one time.
Yes, he was. So I mean, he's capable. It's just especially in the WWE environment.
Yeah, and he just got a lot of heat.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing, you know.
Do you think? And also, he didn't really embrace his character.
Yeah, he didn't really embrace it. He was too fucking afraid.
Yeah,
who cares?
He was scared because of all this right here shit, you know, the bombing and shit like that.
That's called getting heat.
But here's something you people don't understand that don't know nothing about wrestling. It's a work. You're supposed to get heat when you're a heel. You're supposed to have everybody hate you. That's part of the gimmick. Just like the face is everybody supposed to jump up and cheer for the face. It's a work. That's all it was. It had nothing to do with no fucking bombing. It had nothing to do with anything except nothing but a fucking work.
Do you think if the character wasn't killed off, do you think he would have been a top guy in WWE?
Well, they were pushing him that way.
Or do you think he could have been a long-standing top guy? Or do you think it could have been a one-top shot and then he's done?
They probably were pushing him to. They were pushing him to be a main eventer.
I think you know.
I think he would have had one top shot as champion, and then he would have went down the card.
I think he was doing it very well until everything started. Until the wheels just fell off the whole damn thing. It had to do with the bombing and people you know in the network. You know, we can't have the other people that don't know what a fucking work is. It's just sad that people watch wrestling. And they think they know so much about it and don't know shit.
Yeah. Let's go and go with the next question. Next question, asked by Michael Network. Pay attention?
Yeah. Next question asked by the great Michael Network.
No, Andy, you could be in a scooter over here.
Do you think some big names in AEW are just there for a paycheck?
So Michael Network wants to know.
Do you think some of those big names are there for a paycheck? Money.
Mm-hmm.
Coin. Mm-hmm. Bread.
Bitcoin.
Greenbacks. What do you think? Do you think the big names in AEW are just there to collect a paycheck?
With people like CM Punk, Samoa Joe, Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
People like that.
I assume John Moxley to some degree.
Fortunately. Yes.
Who else are actually big stars in AEW?
Nobody. You mean big stars?
That's what it says. It says big names. What are big names? Definitely CM Punk.
Yeah, definitely CM Punk. Bryan Danielson.
No.
I'm gonna throw fucking Samoa Joe in there.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you have no choice but to throw Plumber in there.
Yeah, the Plumber John Moxley.
Yeah.
Jericho.
Yeah, fortunately.
Even though...
Yeah. Have you not... Is it... I seen him fucking praising fucking Tony Khan, right? Fucking saying...
Oh, he's blowing him.
He's fucking licking right in that Egyptian ass. I'm talking right in the ass crack. I'm talking about that tongue's deep in the anus.
Right in the Khan's anus.
Right in the fucking anus. I'm talking about right in the middle of that booty hole. It's fucking Jericho's fucking bloated tongue right in there. Fucking he goes, Tony Khan's taking over the wrestling business in 5 years. Or entertainment. 5 years. Are you trying to fucking get a job, or trying to get a renewal for your fucking contract, you fat cow? People say you lost weight. I don't see it. If you did, turn around and you'll find it, you fat fuck. Fuck you, Chris Jericho. You're a fucking has-been. Like, you're a fucking has-been. Like, no one gives a fuck about you. Like, I don't give a fuck about you.
I know.
With your fucking shitty goddamn fucking hair. That's almost fucking fucking loose hairline where you can see the bald spot. Mr. Hogan #2.
Hogan with a better weapon
fucking you're a fucking idiot. Like,
okay, so those are the top 5 guys in AEW.
Unless you want to, you can add Jeff and Matt. But here's the thing: I don't give a fuck about Matt, and don't give a fuck about Jeff.
Mutt and Jeff.
Well, do you want me to tell you why I don't give a fuck about Jeff or Matt?
Huh. Come
on. Is it me or is the Hardy Boys ward out there welcome?
Yeah. Every time singly they can't do something, they go.
They always got to put them together.
Yeah.
Like always.
Because they're not with a shit apart.
Like look at Matt. What was he? Big budget? Low budget?
Low budget.
Crooked nose budget?
That crooked nose fuck.
Fuck. Matt Hardy, you've always sucked, pal.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn if you're wearing the key tights. You still sucked.
What's your favorite, man?
That or cold-blooded.
That Key Hardy.
Or cold-blooded. Remember the dreadlocks?
Oh, the dreadlocks of TNA.
Oh, I was almost going to buy the shirt. As a remembrance.
Remembrance cold-blooded.
He was wearing the fucking dreadlocks. I called him Matt Dreadlocks Hardy at that time. And he was fat.
And I mean, MJF is somewhat of a top guy
Yeah.
in AEW, but other than that, who else do you really got that's actually big money right now?
Yeah, like, don't tell me fucking Adam Page is big fucking money. He's the shittiest world champion I've ever seen in my life.
Don't tell me Roman hair is big money. No.
Don't tell me fucking Adam Cole is. His G.I. Joe ass.
The Young Bucks?
Oh, Young Bucks ain't no big money. They're low budgets. Kenny? Nope.
Yeah, I think they're there just for the money. I mean, look at it just right here. Look at it just right here. Wait.
Come on, you can tell by the fucking press conference of Samoa Joe.
If you...
Thank you, Joe.
You fucking see Tony Khan getting giddy under the table. He's probably whacking himself off under there. Under that Ring of Honor carpet table.
Carpet table.
I'm gonna... I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I do.
Hey, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
If I was a wrestler, and I'm talking about if...
That's what the fuck he was doing.
I would... You know...
Big fucking Chia Pet
I would
smile.
go there. I would go there for Khan. I'd wrestle his promotion. But I demand, I want creative control, motherfucker. You see, that right there means I call my own shots. Or either you give me that, or you can give me my fucking money for even looking at your fucking face. And I'll go to WWE who call me before you.
They know they're milking this guy, milking this motherfucker, and this motherfucker don't know the difference.
No, he doesn't. I mean, he was paying people like Joey Janela more money than he's ever made in the wrestling business, because you know why? This goof's never paid off anybody in the wrestling business.
Yeah, he's never. He
Come on, look
he don't know what wrestlers he even get paid.
Fuck, Joey Janela's $125 guy.
I wouldn't even give him that.
No, I'll give him $50.
Here's what it is.
$50 Janela.
And I'm going to say this.
Hot dog and handshake. Here you go, motherfucker.
I'm going to say this right
I
here.
might add a fucking Coke in there, and then let me tell you, it's going to be a holler.
Here's what
buddy.
it is. And I don't give a fuck if you marks get mad or not.
Or Mountain
The bottom line is this right here.
Bitch!
He has bought...
These fucking
Daddy
idiots piss me off.
has bought him wrestling toys. And Daddy is paying the wrestling toys to even hang around with that cockbite.
Like, he is a fucking idiot. Like, look at what he fucking did on that fucking press conference with Samoa Joe, whacking himself off under the table. You could tell he was by the look on his fucking Chia Pet face. Thank you, Joe.
Was it JR now?
He's a fucking idiot. I swear. People's like, why are you hating AEW? Is it all because of Tony Khan? Yes!
Majority of it is.
Majority of it is that Chia Pet looking motherfucker.
Number one, he's a mark for himself. He knows nothing about the wrestling business.
He don't know nothing.
He doesn't know how to book.
He doesn't know how to book. And the only people are you marks.
You're the ones fucking...
That's
yeah, I'm doing it for the fans. Yeah, the ones that fucking watch my show. I don't get no new viewers, but I'm doing it for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
He don't. He's a mark for himself, and he can't. He couldn't book. He couldn't book his ass.
Goddamn. Let's say, for example, let's say Roman Reigns is the champion right now, right?
Yeah.
And Vince is own. Do you see fucking Vince in a goddamn Roman Reigns vest on? Do you see him with fucking long hair, with a goddamn fucking, with the long hair and fucking the Mickey Mouse tattoos?
They're tribal tattoos.
Well, I'm just saying, do you see him doing that?
No.
Do you see him doing that?
No.
But you see this prick walking around like Orange fucking Cassidy, his mascot, his gopher, his stooge.
His favorite wrestler.
His favorite wrestler. Who he watched at the fucking bingo hall in the ECW arena. Probably the only time he's been in the ECW arena was when you watched Orange Cassidy. I bet you didn't watch ECW, you fucking dweeb. You fucking chia pet looking motherfucker. Chia!
No, he was too busy playing with play wrestlers. Now he's got real ones to play with.
So,
I swear.
So absolutely the big names are there for a big
yeah,
paycheck.
you can tell it.
Yeah. So, let's go and go with the last question, guys. Also asked by Michael Network. Are wrestling fans worst next to music stands? Now, if you guys don't know what stands are, these are compulsive, obsessed fans to the point where technically you're kind of a stalker.
Oh, you mean like all French wrestling fans?
Technically.
Oh, okay. Now we're getting somewhere with you people.
You know, I'm not sure about the whole music thing. You know, I know people. You know, music's music, and people have their different tastes. I mean, I know that I like all kinds of music. It's not just just one set genre.
Well, let me just say this right here. I don't care if it's music, wrestling, or whatever. I like some of the wrestlers I like. I love to see them shake their hand, but I don't mean to fucking hurt them. You goddamn bunch of idiots.
Wrestling fans or wrestling stands are absolutely some of the worst.
Yeah.
Wrestling fans get butthurt easily. I mean, you know, we also get butthurt as well as being wrestling fans as well.
But I get butthurt on reasons that I shouldn't be.
Yeah.
When someone makes a fucking joke out of it.
We have logical reasoning behind our stance of wrestling. Where other people just take it too far. Like, you don't see any of us go on social media and talk about, like old buddy for us, the fat fuck that did the Scott Hall thing.
Oh yeah,
Talking
he shook his jelly rolls.
Yeah, well, talking about Cody.
Oh,
Doing the video saying that Cody, fuck him, fuck his family, he's a turncoat and all this shit. He could have went anywhere and made that money. Not that much money, but he could have went anywhere and made that kind of money.
No, he couldn't have, idiot.
Because we know damn good and well, because you're in your basement, pal.
He looked like he was in his basement.
That we know that you ain't making that kind of money, pal.
Yeah, we know you ain't making that money. Look at them glasses. You can tell. Dollar Tree.
You just...
Wrestling fans are some of the worst fans you can ever come across.
Nowadays.
You know what? Back in the day, to me it would have been... if I was a wrestler back in the day, it would have been great for me to be a wrestler and a fan, But nowadays, the way as crazy as these motherfuckers is, I'd be afraid of somebody to try to hurt me.
Pops, when was the first time that you started watching wrestling?
I started watching wrestling when I was 12 years old.
12 years old.
And
you were born in 59.
Yeah.
So that would be 71-ish.
Yeah.
In 1971, of course, the internet wasn't available at the time.
No, and here's the thing: back then, when they had interviews, you believed what they said, and when they got in the ring, you couldn't tell what was really going on. That like the kayfabe brought out, which I think is ridiculous still today.
Did you have any friends that watched wrestling too?
Oh yeah. We'd sit and watch. I go over to my friend's house and watch wrestling because that right there time, color TV was coming out, and I was interested. Well, I wonder what the hell the tights look like because on my black and white TV, he's coming out in them caliber looking tights, and I said, well, what the hell?
All I see is black and white.
Yeah, all I see is black and white. So I decided I'm going to my friend's house. He got color TV. I'm going to see what these damn wrestlers look like.
And while you were over there, did you mention anything about this guy's being put poorly? This guy is fucking. I mean, of course, probably are a few shitty wrestlers, of course. Yeah. But did you talk about how poorly a guy was booked or the ratings of television shows?
At that point in time, I didn't care because I was watching wrestling. I was watching the wrestlers that I like to watch.
What exactly wrestling were you watching at the time?
I was watching WTTV that come out of Indianapolis at that time. So
you were watching Bruiser's television?
I was watching Dictor Bruiser's television.
Did you watch some Memphis as well?
Yeah, Memphis as well. And it was just so great to me. And the fans there really got into it. And on that right there time, they didn't have all this gates around them. The wrestlers, come up and they had no fear of getting hurt. Because wrestling fans were wrestling fans. They didn't want to hurt you or any kind of thing like that right there.
Well, I mean, some did.
Yeah, some did, but it was like it was.
Well, I mean, especially if you were like a really dastardly heel.
Yeah, but that right there, when a dastardly heel, he'll come up, you could tell because he had bodyguards around him. Yeah. But the wrestlers would come out, shake hands with the fans, and everything, react with the fans.
Did you want to go on, at the time, would you want to go on social media and say, hey, Bruiser is putting himself over again?
Yeah. No, but it was true. But anyway, I didn't give a shit. And I tell you what, the match was, you book, these guys book cage matches now, sucks. Cage match to me, I'm going to see something happen. Well, Dictor Bruiser and the Crusher went against the Valiant Brothers. We all know one half of the Valiant Brothers was Jimmy. They went against it, that steel cage match. Everybody got bloodied. Everybody got bloodied. The worst. But let me tell you something. I got to give the Valiant Brothers credit because they stuck with Dictor Bruiser and Crusher. It was a big main event. And still to this day, people are still talking about that match. Just like me, I'm talking about because I seen it and I loved it.
But wrestling fans now, especially the internet wrestling fans, are just some of the worst fans you can come across. Tommy, of course, everybody loves Dave Meltzer and his opinions.
Alright, you want to go on Dave Meltzer? I'll tell you about this fucking...
Or David Dixon Span.
You know what? I hate these types of people.
Or
Walt Culture.
WaltCulture.com. Fuck you, motherfuckers.
Cultaholic.
Who else? Who's the other jabroni with fucking Dave Meltzer? I forgot his damn name.
Brian Alvarez,
yes. These are the guys that have just ruined wrestling to me.
Yeah. Like, they are fucking sucking Tony Khan's dick.
Most of the time, they just put anything that they can to try to make anything. Yeah. Make any money.
Oh.
Even if the story's true or not.
Yeah. Yep. Have you noticed, if it's anything bad, they don't praise anything WWE does.
Yeah. If it's bad, it's on WWE. If it's good, it's Tony Khan.
Okay. Now there's this thing, people. If you don't know what it is, it's called journalism, which means you got to be biased. And you motherfuckers aren't biased.
And we know this for a fact because if you guys go on, well, once again, we're going to plug this motherfucker because we love his fucking post on Instagram. Barry and Smarks. Go check out Barry and Smarks on Instagram. Did you see the one where it was WaltCulture.com. They did a Cody Rhodes story about him in 2020, saying that he's the complete wrestler. He's undeniable now,
Yeah.
right? And then once Cody went back, and by the way, puff piece for AEW, of course, right?
Yeah.
But they did one recently in 2022 where Cody's back in WWE, and they said something about like the 10 wrestlers who crawled back to WWE.
Yeah.
And it had Cody Rhodes on it.
Yeah.
I started laughing. I was like, really?
They do that. Yeah.
Fuck you, woke culture.
Let me tell you something, you Dave Meltzer kiss dicks. He didn't crawl back. He went back in a hit parade, cockbikes.
Guess what? You want me to tell you the fucking truth?
Mm-hmm.
Cody's being booked now way better than he ever was in AEW.
That's truth. That's truth. Facts.
I'm being true.
Oh,
and how long has it been? 3-4 weeks?
Here's the thing.
That he's been on WWE TV right now? He's been booked these past 4 weeks way better than how many years has he been in AEW?
3.
Alright, he's been booked way better in these 4 weeks than he ever been booked in 3 or 4 years that he's been in AEW.
Okay, here's another thing. You see, I want to say this right here, and I don't give a fuck anybody likes it or not. I put these people in the same kind of category that praise 45.
Yeah.
Because everything bad.
They can see it.
Yeah.
You can see
it. You can see how biased.
You deny it.
You can see how biased these cocksuckers really are. You can see it in wrestling, and when 45 was around, you can see how biased these motherfuckers are. You can see it.
Who's 45?
You know who 45? See it on fucking Facebook. You can see it on Fox News. You can see it everywhere. These son of bitches was praising that son of a bitch.
And of course, people will push their own narratives.
Yeah, people pushing theories, and theories got shoved up their ass. You know, these motherfuckers just, I put them in the same category as 45 people.
45. And see,
the dickweed people.
Fuck it. And then you got these fucking stalkers.
Get stalkers, yes.
And these are just as bad. I'm sorry. Apparently, if you're stalking a WWE superstar, it could be male or female. Apparently, you don't have a fucking life.
Or for anybody that matter, to be honest with you.
Apparently, you don't have a fucking life, pal.
If you're on the internet all day.
If you're on the fucking internet all day, I wonder where this person lives.
Or stalking them and watching them.
You know what I would do if you try to stalk me? I'll show you what the fuck I'd do to you. I'd beat the shit out of you.
In the store.
In the fucking story, and wouldn't give 2 fucks.
You know.
I'm sorry, motherfuckers like that deserve to get their ass beat.
Yeah.
Ass beat. Don't care.
Wrestling fans are the most crybaby pieces of shit.
Oh yes, they're the most fucking crybaby.
And of course they go to social media because that's where they think they go to get their praise from all the marks.
Let me tell you,
the marks are looking the cock.
I'll tell you right now, when I see people say something stupid, I call it out because I don't care.
I don't care.
I do too. Yeah.
I do it all the fucking time. I do it all the fucking time.
And see,
and I know a lot of people that praise that fucking shitty promotion. And fucking every time when I know they're doing something stupid, I fucking keep saying it, and they keep, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, I do. I have no fucking. The people say, well, you're a WWE supporter. Fuck WWE too. Mm-hmm. Hey, I call them out when they do dumb shit.
Well, if you want to know what the thing that we hated the most, Johnny Knoxville and Sami Zayn.
Yeah. That was a WWE. You see me bitching about that, didn't you?
Yep. Fucking horrible.
Here's the problem, and it's been a problem with me for the biggest, longest time of wrestling, and like I said, I mix them both together. You don't do research. You view by hearsay. And your bias is hell. Your bias is a motherfucker. To be a journalist, you're supposed to sell both sides of the story. Not one side and then quickly, but he did this and he did that. You're biased motherfuckers, every fucking one of you. And that goes for you motherfuckers in wrestling, and it goes for the ones that cheered 45. Biased motherfuckers.
Oh, let's get out of here before
Pops gets crazy.
You people deserve God, you deserve something. I'm about to tell you what you deserve.
Number 6!
Before I get to doing some editing on this,
Number 6!
Let's go ahead and do this. Guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to share it on social media. Like us on Facebook.
Oh, the motherfuckers know who you are.
Rampage 2. You can also
number 6!
You can also add me, Tommy, and Pops on Facebook. If you're not a big 45 fan,
here's 45 for you. It's what I think about 45.
Also, you guys can follow us on
if I don't like it, lick it, motherfuckers, lick it.
Twitter at Wrestle Rampage. You can also follow me and Tommy on Instagram. As well as, guys, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for more great videos coming to you guys, because we're that cream that rises to the top.
Get lit! Cream of the crop, motherfuckers!
And nobody does it better.